So yeah. I have real strong legs by now, and I got real strong booty muscles, but I'm still a bit fat, so actually going and do some time, as people say, will serve me to lose some more weight. I have lost a lot of weight already, you know. So my legs, they aren't thick legs anymore. They're just trained and slim, just perfect. So my body, if you look at this, is, you know, I have eaten. So now all the stuff, the bread, the cheese is in there and the water. But otherwise, it's like, oh yeah, I could use some stomach muscles. That's true. But otherwise, I am, you know, the way I want to be. Like, I can always tell by my arms. So if the arms are like this, you know, or this, or this, then I'm fine. Because if I get slimmer, I'm also kind of, you know, I get unattractive breast area. Like, the breasts are still around, but the skin is showing through the bones from the, like, breasts onto the neck, you know. So I don't really want to look ugly and kind of, you know, needy there. Yeah. So here we are. It's the so-called midway bench. Minkia. I remember how I was crawling up here a few days ago, being kind of still hungry, because then I had, and I did it on purpose because I want to lose weight, okay? So me living in rich Switzerland, if there is need, I can go to Zurich and there is coffee, milk, drinks, food, warm food for no money, and a ladder and clothes and tickets and whatever you wish to have. So yeah, I'm fine already. So goodbye midway bench. So I was like, you know, if I really want to fast, I need to get away from Zurich, not go there and do it there, of course. And also around here, there isn't so many possibilities to get free this and that. But also here it is. So I didn't acquire the card that would allow me to go and get food once a week. Like 2 bags of food. It's just cheap bullshit I don't want. So I'm not missing out on anything. And also, because when I have money, I sure am not fasting, because then I go like, okay, with that money right now I could buy something that contains sugar or coffee. So I would do so. So I think what athletes probably do is to never, during their training, intake coffee. So when the day arrives and they are in a contest, they just have 4 deciliters of coffee something, and then they jump off, like run upward, you know, like I was doing in quarter of an hour. I reach the midway bench like half the time as usual, right? And then also maybe full moon might help. Whenever it's kind of full moon time, I'm really good at overdoing stuff. So yeah. So when I get home, I have to remember I fed the cat twice. You know, the white cat that's still left, I'm feeding. So early in the morning, at 6 o'clock, he gets 400 grams meat. That's a lot. So he's not eating all of that. But by the time, like, the postman has arrived, and a bit later, he's again waiting in front of my window, and kind of when I look outside, he looks up. So it's like a question mark. I've seen his face. So when I go to the door and open the door to the house, he would come around the corner and sort of, you know, have these demanding eyes again, question mark face. And then if I give some more meat, he has some more, I thought. But today I found out he's just sniffing around, you know, the meat a bit and not eating too much. He's actually waiting for stuff like cheese, yogurt, not the coffee cream. He's not into that. So that's a good thing. Now I get to know that cat a bit better. So what about the red cat? The female one that was together with my little boo-boo? Well, she's not coming to eat there. Not even passing by when I'm outside, because I have went like this, you know, with my hand and with the index finger. So now that cat is like, ooh. So she's not coming too close. It's my territory, and it's the white cat's territory, because she and the white cat don't really like each other. She hisses at him, and also, as much money as I have spent on that female red cat, she has never really returned any love. So I must assume she's got someone with some better gifts for her. So yeah, so she shall please then stay out of my territory. Yeah, and she does so. How do I know? So when people pass by, they would come from the road, from up the hill. So when they actually pass my house to go into the wood, I see the cat not following them from like 10 meters up the hill. So they would just stop following them there, and then it's like, you know, they're waiting for them to return, and then she probably follows those people again. You know, she's always following everybody, and sometimes it looks like every other week someone else is her favorite owner. She lets herself be petted and touched, so I'm really jealous. She never let me do so on a regular basis, but she ate from the food I gave to the cat that has died, and now to the shy cat, the white one, you know. The black one has disappeared from kind of my vision, but that one doesn't mean anything because I haven't seen that one throughout the whole winter, and I haven't sensed that there is a third cat around. Well, a fourth. You know, from the paths in the snow. But I have seen that black shadow jump upward 1 meter above up the hill, so I know it was that cat. Ha! So me not seeing it doesn't mean anything. So 10 kilos, well, 2,600 grams. That's almost 3 kilos. So 2 bottles with 2 bags would be 5 kilos and 200. So it's 10 kilos and 400 grams of nuts I threw outside because I had that rash today. I'm glad I didn't die. I was sitting on the toilet and I was shitting and I was thinking, well, if now my stomach hurt so much and my eyes were kind of irritated and my ears were humming and I felt some blood rush into my ears, like the inner ear, and then after I was off the toilet I found out that I was all having red sort of a skin irritation. So I knew, oh God, and my tongue wasn't able to touch the front, you know, part of my teeth. So I actually had the same like my cat had, not being able to move the tongue. So my poor cat, I got to tell you that now I know how stomatitis feels like. You know, it's like maybe my cat was poisoned by something, I don't know. You know, it wasn't a virus killing it. It could be some neighbor going, yeah, she likes that cat so much. If I poison that cat, I'll break her inner spirit. The people around here are like this because the one farmer that lives down the hill today was putting out the pee and the poo of the cows onto the lawn at daytime. When the sun hits it, it stinks, but at night it wouldn't. And he's actually by the government sort of told to do it in the evenings. And then also they got a restaurant 5 kilometers away from my home, from the house. So if I just walk out flat alongside the hill, I'll end up there. And they served me the smallest coffee possible. This is my hand. The coffee was not as big as, you know, it was just as high like this, like a children's mocha cup, and round maybe like this, the inner of my fingers, not the outer. If it's the outer round, it's not even like, it's then this smaller, you know. Whew. You know, the outline of my index finger. So it's the inside you have to look at. A real small cup. So the one that served me that coffee wanted 4 Swiss francs. You usually pay 2 to 3.5. So 4 is like really, hey, you know. So they could have poisoned it, because today what I had was a form of poisoning, because my immune system wasn't like immune to what I was eating. It was overreacting to the nuts. So yeah. I don't care.